first question. Types of secondary research that would be suitable are competitors. This is because we can identify brochures, promotional materials, company reports and investor information to help the firm study its rivals' actions. Thus they can gain a better idea of what is required for the business to be successful in Wolverhampton. However, the weakness of this type of secondary research is that it may not necessarily work, as what has been successful for rival companies may not be successful for this firm due to customers may feel a sense of loyalty to the rival company, for example, resulting in Pop Boutique having a small customer base. Another type of secondary research they would use is newspapers, government publications and magazines. This is because they can provide helpful data, statistics and news on the local area of Wolverhampton. This is useful as the business can read these forms of research and become more knowledgeable about the town they are moving their business into and what the people are like who live there. The disadvantage of this is that the articles may be biased depending on who wrote the article, which would provide unreliable, inaccurate results on the town and its inhabitants that the business is moving its shop into, or the article may be old, which will again provide inaccurate market research. Another type of research they could use is a market research organisation. This is due to the fact that the organisation can provide detailed information and research that the business can utilise in their market research. The information provided is reliable and accurate. Nonetheless, the weakness is the market research publications often cost a great deal of money, which Pop Boutique may not be able to afford. Finally, they may use the internet as a form of research, as in the 21st century this is the most popular and most efficient way of obtaining research. However, the internet may lack reliability due to the vast amounts of search results that appear. Some will be useless.
We could use different types of primary research to measure the size of the clothing market in Wolverhampton. We could use a method of observation to see how many customers enter a certain clothes shop at different times in the day in the main shopping area in Wolverhampton. We could further compare findings and results from different shops to get an indication of the different tastes and demands of the population of Wolverhampton. This is a source of primary research because it's relative to what we want to find out, and the information we collect is for our use. An advantage of this is that we can see exactly how many shoppers there are at different points in the day, and therefore interpret the actual size of the vintage retailer market in the area. A disadvantage is that not only all customers entering the shops would be regular shoppers, so the observation could give results that are not representative of the majority. Other types of primary research we could use is surveys. Advantages of this is that we can set exact questions that we want to know the answers to. The disadvantage is that some customers are unwilling to complete a survey as they don't have the time. A different method we could use is experiments. The advantage of this is that we can see exactly what customers are going to react. The disadvantage is that we only use a few people to take part. Another research method we could use is focus groups. The advantage of this is that we get the results and the opinions of relative people, but we only like focusing on a certain group.
For my primary research, I'd like to make a survey. The point of the survey is to find out the public's taste of the clothing and see if the public of Wolverhampton would like to have a new vintage shop open up in their local area. From the survey feedback I received, that would help me understand the needs of the public, since I'll be asking for opinions on the topic, and then that will enable them to elaborate on it. It would also uncover if the public of Wolverhampton would like Pop Boutique to open a chain of shops in the local area in High Street. If the survey isn't successful, then I'll probably go to like a local radio station, such as BBC WN, and ask the same questions like, where do you shop, what kind of clothes do you like, would you go to Pop Boutique if they opened a new store in Wolverhampton. I think using the radio and broadcasting it over there is like a great way to like raise the awareness, since like many people will be like killing time and listening to the radio as they commute. I'll use the feedback to conclude whether or not Pop Boutique should open up multiple shops in the area.
Okay, so for our questionnaire, we got one real result, and I'll pass the empty questionnaire. Right, you don't need to fill them out, just have a look at. You can after you've read it. Okay, and for our questionnaire, we found out that, well, we decided to make a questionnaire to ensure that we got the qualitative and quantitative results, data that we needed. And we also found out that psychologically people feel obliged to answer a questionnaire once the first few questions have been answered. So therefore we decided that we'd make the qualitative data questions first, and then the quantitative data questions first, then the qualitative after. And we, overall, we just decided it to base on getting us quick results to give us the information for the market. Thanks for your time.